Grievers are recruiting new members in years, which is why so many hunters have gathered. A boy named Gilbert suddenly starts yelling, demanding to know where the Grievers are, revealing that he's already at level 4, but a girl named Tino interrupts him, saying he isn't needed there. She prepares to teach him a lesson, saying that she's the one who should be in the grieving souls, but a man stops her, since their orders are to settle things peacefully, but everyone gathers around and clears the area to see them fight. Cry tells Rita they should go outside, not wanting to get caught up in the fight, and they start sneaking away. As the fight is about to begin, Gilbert charges up his sword, but Tino notices Cry, and she rushes to him instead. She calls him Master, and we learn that he's the leader of the grieving souls and the master of the first steps. We go back to when Cry and his friends first arrived in the capital, where they complete the beginner vaults in record time. We see Cry about to be eaten by a monster, but he's saved by his friend, and they praise him for acting as bait, but in reality, he had no idea there was a monster behind him. All of them dreamed of becoming treasure hunters, but compared to his 5 friends who were insanely talented, he thinks he's just ordinary, and he knows that if he keeps following them, he will just be a burden to them. He thinks his friends are too kind to tell him he's weak, so he decides to leave the party, but when he tells them about his decision, they tell him to become their leader instead. Cry tells Ark he was late because he overslept, but Ark thinks he's joking, and Tino doesn't seem to like him. Ark thinks Cry was blending in with the hunters to assess them, but Cry notes that he really just overslept. Tino thinks Cry should kick out Ark from the clan because he's rude, and Ark asks Cry if he has found any good candidates. Cry thinks he already has enough members, but he asks Ark if he's willing to take on a new hunter. Ark mentions he trusts his judgment, saying he will take anyone that Cry picks, but it makes a girl from his party angry. Tino thinks Cry is going to recommend her, so she notes that she would rather stay with him. Gilbert causes another scene, and Cry asks him if he's with another party, but he notes it doesn't matter. He thinks Gilbert won't be an asset to him in his current state, but he might become strong if Ark's party trains him. Cry knows he has no eye for a person's talent, which means no matter who he chooses, it's all based on luck. He mentions the most important thing for a hunter is to never give up, and he tells Gilbert to show them his strength, because if he's weak, he'll put everyone around him in danger. Cry reveals after he became a hunter, he hasn't lost a fight, which shocks Gilbert, but it's really just because he hasn't had a proper fight. He takes off his ring, telling everyone that the person who retrieves it will be recommended to Ark, and as he throws the ring towards the hunters, Gilbert catches it, but Tino instantly kicks him and sends him flying. The hunters start fighting for the ring, and Cry mentions it's a relic, so he'll give the ring to the person